It's Rivalry Saturday here at Doak S. Campbell Stadium. Alongside Ryan Pensy, I'm Scott Kodak for Seminoles.com. FSU Miami, Ryan. It's that game we always used to look forward to every year. This game has lost a little bit of its luster, but it's still Seminoles and Hurricanes playing.
Yeah, unfortunately, fans haven't been talking much about college or pro football this weekend with some of the stuff that's been going on in the sports world, but this is a huge matchup, Florida State and Miami. And you're right, Scott. I think that because of these two teams and maybe the lack of that national success that they had over the course of 20 or so years, it doesn't have that same feel. But I can tell you, driving in here today, there are a lot of Florida State fans, there are a lot of Miami fans. I made the drive back from the women's basketball game last night in Daytona Beach, and there were a ton of Florida State fans coming into town from all over the state of Florida. This is a huge game for both teams, maybe even larger for the Florida State Seminoles.
Definitely is. The game is sold out. We're expecting a great crowd here at Doak Campbell Stadium. Ryan, the biggest thing you got to be careful of with Miami is Lamar Miller. The guy's eclipsed 1,000 yards. He was just the first Hurricane running back to do that since 2002. Hard to believe with the great running backs they've had. Miami's a talented team. They believe they can come in here and win.
Well, you're right, Scott, and I think it's a tale of two defenses. For Florida State, they've got to find a way to stop Lamar Miller, and vice versa. Miami's got to find a way to shore up their run defense. They haven't done a very good job this season. They've given up lots of yards, and if Devontae Freeman or Jermaine Thomas, one of these backs for Florida State, can get going, I think it could be anybody's ball game, and that may be where this game comes down to. Which defense can control the other? And then the other wild card for Miami is Ja'Cory Harris. This guy's been prone to big-time interceptions over the course of his career. He's playing much better, but that's because they're not really making him make those passes. If the Seminole defense can shut down the run, that could happen today.
Harris has 18 touchdowns to just 4 interceptions on the year. Hard to believe the Ja'Cory Harris that Seminole fans know and love, the one who's up and down the past few years, well, he's not showing that this year. He is a very talented quarterback, and it helps when you got a guy like Miller running the ball.
Oh, it absolutely does. And we're going to find out exactly what he's made of. And you know, as a senior, he would like nothing more than to come in here and really upset the Florida State party that's here today. But I can tell you, if you're thinking about coming to the game and you're kind of on the fence, you need to be down here for a Florida State Seminole. These Miami fans are here, and they're here in numbers. This reminds me a lot of the Oklahoma game. The parking lot over at the Civic Center is packed with Hurricane fans. The Seminoles need to show up and support their team.
Biggest key for today in my mind, Ryan, we just got to run the ball. I know you hear that's such a cliche thing in football, but the Seminoles can establish the run, maintain clock management, maintain time of possession. They're going to have no problems today.
Well, you're right about that. And for me, for the Florida State Seminoles, they need to come out hungry and they need to come out angry. This is a Miami team that has been on a roller coaster ride of emotions ever since the NCAA allegations came out before the season started. They want to come in here and show the Seminoles what's going on. No offense to the teams that we have played, but we haven't really played a powerhouse since losing the game to Wake Forest. This game could really be a statement win for Florida State this season and be really on our way to winning that second straight state championship.
Hurricanes looking to avenge last year's 45-17 beatdown. Hard to believe we beat Miami by that much, but Ryan, a big game coming up. You can follow Ryan Pensy and Gene Deckerhoff and William Floyd on the Seminole IMG Sports Network. We've got a link to listen live on Seminoles.com, live game chat with myself and Brandon Meller from Seminoles.com, plenty of post-game coverage, and of course all the video highlights you can want. For Ryan Pensy, I'm Scott Kodak saying, go Noles. We'll see you after the game.